Hey guys, good afternoon. Hey Jennifer. See, Grandma, people are getting on from all over the world. You want to say hey, Grandma?
Oh.
See all those names right there? Those are people getting on.
Oh.
E. Bolton, hey.
Uh-huh.
Hey. See the people saying hey from Houston,
Oh.
Detroit.
No
Oh my
kidding.
gosh. Hey, I am in Detroit, Woody. Grandma, you met Woody. He was one of the well, I'll tell you who he was because this is kind of a secret.
Kind of a...
Yeah, he's with Bravo. Let's put it like that. Houston.
Was he at a Great Faith was?
He did. Yep, he did come
Because
to
he
Great
gave me a
Faith.
book.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, these are people coming on from all over.
I got to get some this grade.
You look good, Grandma. You fine.
Just like it is.
You fine. Yeah, you leave it right like it is.
Yeah.
You leave it right like it is. So, Leesburg, Florida, people are getting on. Thank you. Somebody said they love our show. Doesn't she look great? People saying Grandma look beautiful. Carolina. So, people are saying, bless you, Graham, you look beautiful. You see that?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
People saying
nice.
you're beautiful. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Say Grandma looking young. See there? Say she looks awesome. See those hearts? That's because people love you. Thank you for giving Grandma hearts. See all those hearts? They going crazy with the hearts. They love you. So Grandma, growing up, yeah, Grandma can still pray. Yes, she can. St. Louis. But growing up, you used to always tell me a couple things. Well, first, you told me about Jesus. And you kept me in Sunday school.
Sure did.
And Grandma would make me little cute dresses and outfits to wear to Sunday school. She, down in her basement, she's got a sewing machine. And you would make me the cutest little outfits.
Yep.
And San Antonio, Texas is on. So, Grandma, didn't you tell me always stay with Jesus, didn't you?
Oh, Lord, yes. Always. And pray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let him know he's your friend.
Yes.
He's a real, true friend if you ever need him.
Yes.
All you got to do is call on him. I prayed for, I might have told you, I prayed for Spooky.
Oh.
For the angels to pass her bed at night,
Mm.
one by one, two by two.
Mm.
And she called me about 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
She said, Aunt Lula, I'm well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord. Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So you told us to stay with Jesus, and you told us to stay away from crazy people.
Yeah, that's right. All of that. You have to be so careful. And then nowadays, people just really seem to be kind of out of it. They're not like they used to be.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're a little different now.
Mm-hmm.
So I just stay here and look at the one that puppy. That's a little puppy. He got more energy than anybody ever seen. And he just play by himself.
Yes, absolutely.
And when he get tired of playing, he go in the house.
Yes. And now you also told me, Grandma, growing up, you said always keep yourself together.
Right.
And you say, don't you go out the house looking crazy. You wouldn't let us go out with rollers in our head and head tied up.
There's no reason for it. You know, there's no reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nice to look nice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice to be nice.
That's right.
That's right.
That's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember when I first married Ben. I don't know if you remember this, Grandma, but I had been married to Ben for about a year, and I had gained a lot of weight. And you was like,
"Oh,"
you said, You said, no.
Ain't gonna have that.
You said, no. You gotta get yourself together. You said that don't make no sense.
No, he's right. He's right.
And so you told me that, and it helped me.
Yeah.
Cause I got rid of that weight.
Yeah.
And got myself together.
Right.
Yeah.
I never wanted to be heavier than what I should have been. And when I was really young, I used to watch. We had old black and white TV. That's all we had. And the old white women would be there. Oh, they'd be small in the waistline. I wanted to be like them, small. That's right. And so I stayed small.
You sure did.
I was never as big as my other relatives, my nieces and my sisters. No, I wasn't gonna be that way.
Because you kept yourself together.
That's right.
And Grandma married her a good man that's been good to her.
Yeah.
He back there, Grandpa Frank. You want to say hey?
Hey.
So now this was precious. Thanks. Ben's sister is on here. Look at this. This is they did an article on her.
Oh, did they?
Lula, Ware, Garrett. See? Still going strong. I'm reading your article.
Oh, yeah.
Still going strong at 90 years old. And they did an article talking about how she's a businesswoman and has been a businesswoman for many years.
Yeah,
And isn't that a beautiful article, y'all?
The only one they missed that I was a member of the Horace Mann Society.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was put into that.
Okay. Oh.
They that's the only thing they missed, but they got everything else in there.
Yeah, and then you also somebody said my last name is Ware. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Somebody said cherish your grandmother. She's awesome. Yes, I do. I love her very much. So, Grandma, you was involved in politics too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Very
Active with the City Council of Detroit.
I used to stand on the corner and pass out the flyers for people to vote, to do their voting, to help them with the voting. I've done a lot of things. A lot of things.
Do you remember a time when black people couldn't vote? Do you remember those times? Or? So it was important for you to make sure that we voted.
Right.
Because we didn't always have that right.
Nope. No.
Yeah. So that was important. So it's important for people to vote now, right?
Well, that's true. That's true. Only now it's a little bit complex because of the running of Trump. But I have no misgivings about Trump because he will speak his mind. If he thinks something, he's gonna say it.
Yeah.
He's not gonna try to hide it.
Right.
So he might do just as good as Bush or some of those other ones. That was supposed to been.
Thanks. Yeah, Black History Month.
Presidents and so forth. Not talking about Obama because he's doing what he's been told to do, most likely. But these other folks, I mean, they didn't do that much. They didn't.
What would you tell parents today?
Who would just tell parents?
What would you tell parents that are raising their children?
I would say it takes two parents to really raise a child. It's difficult to try to raise them by yourself. It takes two. Two together, to work together on raising those parents, and they'll come up all right. But if the parents scattered here and scattered there, and they're not working together, that kid's going to be confused also. So it takes two. That's all.
Yeah, and so and they need to be involved in their children's lives, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We never missed a game when these boys were playing basketball. We never missed a game. Never did.
Now somebody said if they're a single parent, you almost have to pray and ask God to send you some help, right?
You had to be a strong parent. Most likely, like the olden days, the parents were strict. Yeah, the parents were very, very strict. The last year could, and you certainly had to go to Sunday school.
Yeah.
That was a must.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. You had to go. So if you raise your children up like that, they'll be all right.
So they need to make sure they're raising them in church.
That's right.
They need to keep them in church.
Right.
And if they need a spanking, you got to love on them, but you also need to spank them if they need that too, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. I remember the little Ray who used to go to church. She loved to talk. And I'd have her dressed so cute.
That's my cousin.
She'd be gone somewhere, and I didn't know where she was. And the older girls said, "Leave her alone. We like to talk to her." I say to myself, I wonder what is she telling you? Oh, they love to talk to her.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody said their husband passed, so they're single and helping the kids. Yeah. It can be done. I did it for 3 years, but
yeah, you just have to be a strong parent.
Yeah.
You let the child know what you're going to tolerate and what you're not. That's all you need to do. And once you get that fear in him, you have no problem. He's going to be afraid of you the rest of his life. He ain't going to do no foolishness. Not much anyway.
Yeah.
Because you raised him right.
And the thing about it, somebody said, "Well, I didn't have my parents didn't raise me in church, but it's never too late." you know now.
Right, right. No, it's
So
never
you do
too
what
late.
you know to do.
No, no, because you've been baptized. You've given yourself over to God, so you know He'll work with you.
That's so good. So Grandpa Frank, it's his birthday today.
Yeah.
He turned 68 today.
Yes.
So what would you tell parents, Grandpa Frank?
I would tell parents to make sure they get to know God. God is a guarantee. That's the only
Let me get closer.
that you can get.
Let me get closer. Because I want to make sure the people hear you good. So you said as a parent, they need to make sure.
Make sure that they get to know God. God is a guarantee. God will never fail. Man falling every day. But Christ, when you get to know him, be born again, he will last. But nowadays, where I come from, parents was parents back then. You didn't raise your voice at your parents. When they tell you, say, I want you in before that sun go down, you better beat the sun in that door. And then another thing about parents. Parents was good parents with their kids back them days. Parents, they didn't shack with nobody and stuff like that. And that's what make good kids. But nowadays, you got pastor going with other women. You got pastor lying and going on, and it's just not right to these days. Where I come from, they had church, they had morning bank, they had Sunday school, and they were very strict. And if you was a pastor and wasn't married, you couldn't preach down there. Now up here now, I don't know what they're doing and how they're doing it. But I know God is the best way how to be success. And when you do that, you got a guarantee will never fail. When you put your hand in God's hand.
That's good. Isn't that good? So y'all heard it. I mean, this is a great way to start off Black History Month, and I'm just so grateful. And I want to encourage you, if you have, grandparents that are still, here with you, to go sit at their feet and hear what they have to say. I tell my grandparents all the time, I'm like, hey, if it's something you want to tell me or something I need to work on, I want to hear it because I want their wisdom. Any other wisdom that you would share with the people?
Yeah, and then another thing, when you have your kids out like that, your kids just don't jump up and go out the house. Your kids should tell their parents that I'm going to the store or going somewhere, because there's too many people getting kidnapped, carjacked, and especially all of the beautiful black young ladies now getting burned up now because they get tangled up with the wrong guy. Just because a guy dressed good and look good, that don't mean anything.
All right.
A guy got to be really, really born again and truthful. And then when he do that, you could trust him. But just don't jump in the car with anybody, because anybody ain't nobody these days.
All right now. All right. You heard it. He said, look, don't be so doggone hungry. Don't be hungry. So ladies need to give guys a little bit more of a challenge and don't be so easy.
Right.
Yeah.
And see, and then when you give your life to God, and then he can help you down the journey, because you need God out here. Because a man will tell you so many different things. But see, if you read that Bible from Genesis to Revelation, it'll tell you everything you need to know about life out here. Because man ain't got nothing for you but trouble. But Jesus, my mother always told me, to son, stay in touch with God, because God will never fail you. And I've learned to not be afraid of anybody as long as I got God. Because you got God, he not gonna fail you. Now man to do that, but